All right, we like the chance of a white Christmas. Thanks, Howard. This segment is sponsored by the Real Estate Top Performers. It is actually not too early to talk about the spring market. Experts say it is going to be busy despite the pandemic. I spoke to David Zadareky from Compass, along with Ricardo Cardenas, who is a senior loan officer from the Mortgage Link. Ricardo and David, so great to have you here. Welcome to Great Day Washington.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for having us.
All right, well, this is exciting. We're coming to the close of 2020. Looking ahead to 2021, David, what are we seeing with the market? What things should we be looking for as we head into the new year in the spring?
Well, I think 2020 has had its fair set of challenges that everybody's had to deal with. And at Compass, we like to say nobody has been, in the history of humanity, has really been more keenly aware of what they don't like about their current house. So everybody's been looking to try to right size their living conditions for their, what's coming next in their life. So in 2021, what we're expecting to see is still a relatively stable interest rate environment. We're also expecting to see inventory supply of homes being under the demand for homes. We're seeing quite a lot of buyers still on the sidelines who were unable to successfully purchase in 2020, who are geared up and ready to go. So for 2021, what buyers need to be thinking about is preparation, and sellers do too.
Preparation is key when it comes to this highly competitive market. And what types of things should we be getting, or a buyer really think about getting together, get prepared for?
So from a buyer perspective, it's really, you need to be able to act quickly without feeling like you're rushing, because if you're going to rush, you're going to make emotional decisions and you can make mistakes. So the key really is to be prepared to move quickly. And what sellers want, when they want more than anything, is certainty, right? So what you need to be thinking about as a buyer is preparation with your lender. Make sure that you're pre-approved. There's absolutely no question that you can get a loan. And then you need to be thinking about what can you do contractually in your offer that might make your offer stand out relative to competition. It's not always about price. Price is important, but there are other things that you can do by reducing the length of contingencies, dropping some contingencies and things like that. So preparation from the buyer perspective is really mostly about working with your lender, right? But also strategically thinking through how you can present your offer. From a seller's perspective, in terms of preparation, the only competitive advantage you have as a seller is condition. The market, the lenders, the buyers, they're going to set the price, right? The seller, really, you get to veto the price if you don't like it, but you don't really get to determine what your house is worth. So the only thing that you can really play with is the condition of your home. And so now this time of year is the best time to do what I call a home audit, sort of figure out where your house stacks up in the marketplace. And you're not competing against some sort of unicorn that doesn't exist. You're competing against the real market. So how does your kitchen look? How bathrooms, flooring, paint, things like that, relative to what buyers expect to find in your location and price range, and then create a strategic improvement plan to improve your house. Now, the key thing to remember is that you don't make any money in real estate going from good to great. You make money going from bad to good. And so what you want to focus on are the things in your house that are below average. Just bring them up to average. You don't have to rip out a perfectly good kitchen to put in a brand new kitchen. You're just not going to get the return on investment for it. So for both buyers and sellers, it's really this time of year, it's all about getting ready for the spring, right, which starts not in March, it starts in January, because everybody wants to settle in March, which means they're looking to buy in January and February. And so you need to be ready in about 2.5 weeks if you want to hit the market running in 2021.
And Ricardo, we've been talking about these interest rates being low. I mean, what are you seeing there?
Historically, there has never been a time like this. And when it comes to preparing, like David was saying, is preparing because a lot of people might think that when they're ready to buy is the time to be talking to a lender to see how much they qualify and what options there are. What I do encourage over the years, we have seen people that their credit changes in a split second for something that they didn't think about. To give you an example, if they're thinking of purchasing sometime in March or even the summer, it is a good time to sit down with a lender to get pre-approved, to take a look at the whole picture, the scenario, the credit profile, their savings pattern, their job history, to make sure that there are no surprises, because people might think that they are ready to buy once they meet with a lender at the time of purchase, but they might have some homework to do that might take them 90 days, 6 months. So it is, if you're thinking of purchasing in 2020, and just like David was saying, it is still going to be a good year where rates not only are going to be stable, and the inventory, keep in mind, new administration, new transitional, moving, employees moving in, people leaving the town. So it's going to be a lot of movement this 2021. And I anticipate not only historically low rates like they've been this year, and surprisingly enough, a booming market, even in the midst of a pandemic. A lot of people are still thinking of moving or upgrading, or buying their first home, and it's just not a better time to even consider how much you qualify for, what should you be budgeting for, what type of challenges your credit might have that can take anywhere from 30 to 90 days to be able to fix that credit. So when you think you're ready, you might not be. So it's a good time to prepare at least 3 months ahead of time to see where you're standing, how you're going to get to where you want to get. And that's what we do.
As with everything in life, preparation is key, and you all gave us some great food for thought. Gentlemen, thanks so much for being here and helping us get prepared with what sounds like going to be a fun real estate market.
Going to be a ride for sure.
For more information, you can call Ricardo and the Mortgage Link team at 833-MTG-LINK or visit themtglink.com. And remember to follow the Real Estate Top Performers on YouTube.